Hello, guys. I hope you're doing great. Today, I'm going to talk about a technique which is called two pointers technique. In this technique actually typically used for searching pairs in a sorted array. Let me give you some example to understand it deeply. Imagine that we have an array which contains sorted numbers like this: 10, 20, 35, 50, 75, and 80. So we have a number by ourselves like 70 here, and we are looking for this number in this array. But do you notice we have two pointers here, I and j? I and j contains the first index of this array and the last index of this array. And these techniques help us by finding two numbers in this array and adding them to result in having the number that we are looking for. Like by finding 50 and 20 and adding them, the result will be 70. This is this technique is all about. Okay, so let's move on to give you more example by showing some numbers. Imagine that we have I as the first index of this array and j is a 5, which is the last index of the array. It means that j starts from the right side of this array and I starts from the left side of this array. So we add the value of these indexes. It's like 10 and 80, and the value will be 90 here. But 90 is not what we are looking for. We are looking for 70, and the 90 is greater than the 70. So what we're going to do is move the j to the left. So we minus the j, and now the I becomes 0 and the j becomes 4. So by adding those values, which are 10 and 75, the result will be 85. But this is not the case also. And we minus the j again, which now the I is 0 and the j is 3. And the value of them are 10 and 50. If you look here in this array, 10 and 50, which the result will be the 60. But is now smaller than the number that we have. 60 is smaller than the 70. So what we're going to do, we move the I, the left pointer, to the right. Okay, j is the same, is index 3, is 50, and we move the I to the right. Now the I is 20 and the j is 50. And by adding 20 to 50, the result will be 70. And we found the number that we were looking for. 70 equals to 70. This technique is all about this. Okay, let me give you example this by the code that I've written in PHP. So I have a function here which gets two parameters, which have two arguments: the array that we have, the sorted array that we have, and the number that we are looking for. The sorted array we have here is 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And the number we are looking for is 12. So I pass them to this method. Okay, in the first line of this function, I get the size of this array, and I just stored in this variable called sorted number size. I have I here and j here. I was the first index of this array, which is here, and the last index of this array, which is j here, exactly. So I use a while to iterate through this array that I have here to find the number that I'm looking for. And I said until the I is smaller than j, just continue iterating. The value of I plus j, if it's equals to number I'm looking for, so we found it, which is true. But if it's smaller than the number that we're looking for, plus the I, just like this example that we have here, we just plus the I, and otherwise minus the j. So in this case, we did it, and we finally can find the number that we are looking for. If the iteration is done and the number is not found, we just return false. That's it. I hope you enjoy it. Be sure to read about this technique on the internet. Thanks for watching.